In this video, we're going to talk about the 13 serious side effects of having low cholesterol.
Have you ever heard that low cholesterol may be dangerous? It sounds surprising, but it's a common question. You might be wondering, does that mean I should keep my cholesterol levels high to stay healthy? Today, we're going to talk about this U-shaped curve that we see in many observational studies and why it doesn't mean what you think. In several large observational studies, like recent studies with large populations out of Denmark and South Korea, we see this pattern, a U-shaped curve. At the lowest point of this curve is where your risk of death is the lowest, but on either side, whether cholesterol levels are too low or too high, your risk of death starts to increase. The surprising part, this sweet spot for total cholesterol sits around 230 milligrams per deciliter, a level usually considered high. This U-shaped pattern isn't just seen with cholesterol. We see it with BMI, blood pressure, and blood sugar levels too. In all of these cases, it's tempting to think that being a bit overweight, hypertensive, or even having high cholesterol is somehow protective. But these studies are observational, meaning they look at a large group of people, but they don't explain why these patterns exist. This is where the cholesterol paradox comes in. Cholesterol levels are often lowered by underlying conditions like cancer, infections, liver disease, and malnutrition. So it's not having low cholesterol itself that increases the risk of death. It's the fact that many serious diseases lower cholesterol. In other words, the problem isn't having low cholesterol. The problem is what's lowering it. We know cholesterol by itself likely has nothing to do with rising mortality, because when cholesterol is intentionally lowered through diet, exercise, or cholesterol lowering treatments, or if someone has naturally low cholesterol due to their genetics, we don't see this rise in mortality. In fact, when studies are large enough with enough participants and long-term follow-up, we tend to see a lower risk of death when cholesterol is directly lowered into a healthy range. This is coming from much stronger data sets like numerous double-blind randomized controlled trials and Mendelian randomization studies, much more conclusive than observational association with U-curves. So while U-shaped curves may seem concerning at first glance, it doesn't mean we should aim for high cholesterol. In fact, reducing cholesterol intentionally, whether through lifestyle changes or medications, leads to better health outcomes. If you want to learn more about keeping your health in check, visit healthspanbydesign.co.